Randy, we will check back in Commitment 2023 this morning. Ohio voters rejecting Issue 1, deciding not to make it more difficult to change the state's constitution.
The no vote with an overwhelming win this morning. Let's get right to the very latest numbers. Now, some of the votes are still being counted, mostly absentee ballots, but with 97% in, all the precincts in, 57% of voters in Ohio said no to Issue 1.
Taking a closer look at our local counties. First, in Butler County, traditionally a conservative county, things were split with only about 500 votes making the difference, again stressing the importance of getting out and making that vote.
Absolutely. Over to Claremont County, which also generally leans to the right. Voters there mostly stuck with party lines. It's at 54% in favor of Issue 1.
And a look at our numbers in the biggest, most left-leaning county, Hamilton County. Voters overwhelmingly voted against the issue.
Yeah, doubled up there. And finally, a look at the results up in Warren County. Voters here pretty split, but a majority of voters were in favor of Issue 1 up there.
Now, we know this race had the nation watching as groups in Ohio look to enshrine abortion into the state's constitution in November. WLWT News 5's Lacey Roberts live for us this morning with reaction to these results and the impact looking ahead to November's election. Lacey.
Yeah, Kelly, that impact centers around the proposed amendment on the ballot to ensure the right to abortion. Now, a yes vote would have meant more votes would be needed to pass, but for now, we'll take a simple majority. But this voting has a long-lasting impact on the constitutional amendments for years to come on both sides of the political aisle. Now, last night, we were at a watch party in Norwood at Norwood Cider Company, and emotions erupted when the early numbers were first posted. Many of the attendees were volunteers who knocked on tens of thousands of doors, sent postcards, and called Hamilton County voters to vote no at the polls. People we talked with are excited about how voters mobilized and likely crossed party lines to vote no.
I think it says that a sleeping bear was awoken, and we've been quiet a long time, and our hands have been tied here in this state with the gerrymandering, and so there's been a super majority, but doesn't represent the majority of citizens.
Now, we reached out to several groups pushing for a yes vote on Issue 1. A group called Protect Women Ohio sent us a statement saying, "Our pro-life, pro-parent coalition is more motivated than ever. Ohio will never cancel parents' rights or allow painful late-term abortion up until birth, and together we will defeat the ACLU in November." Now, again, with Issue 1 failing to pass, things will remain the same with that simple majority vote needed. Now, also the citizen ballot initiatives will also need 44 signatures to pass, or that's half of what is needed of Ohio's 88 counties. Reporting live this morning, Lacey Roberts, WLWT News 5.